Hi there. Hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson I will go through 2023 HSC paper. Of course, there is a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. First one, an amount of 2,500 is invested at a simple interest rate of 3% per annum. How much interest is earned in the first 2 years? So first of all, we know that for simple interest, I is PRN, and P is the amount of money that we invest, so that is 2,500, and we times by the interest rate, and the interest rate is 3%, so 3 over 100, and we times by N. N is year, so that is 2, so 2 years. So what I do, I just put on a calculator, so just go 2500 times 3 over 100, and we times this by 2. So there you go, $150. So the answer should be B. So there you go. Number 2. So we need to work out the z-score that is less than 1. So first of all, we know that in the normal distributions, so the z-score between 1 and -1 is 68%. So, but then we need to find the z-score that is less than 1. So this is what we're after. So we know that altogether is 100%. So what we can do, we can just work this out by 100 minus 68%, and then we divide by 2, because this and this part is the same probability because it is symmetrical. So let me just work this out. So therefore, we just go 100% and we minus 68%, and then we divide by 2. So therefore, 100 minus 68, so 100 minus 70 is 30. So that becomes 32, and we have that, should give me 16. Otherwise, we can just put on a calculator. So this part here is 16%. So therefore, we just add them up. So 68%, and then we add 16%. So 68 plus 16, so that gives me 70 and 84. So 84%. Otherwise, you can just put on a calculator, 68 plus 16. So 84%. So that is C. Question 3. Which Pearson's correlation coefficient best describe the observations? So first of all, we can see it is positive correlations, and you can see a pattern straight away. So it is positive, strong correlations. So we know that it's not negative, and the correlation coefficients is strong. So the answer should be D. So there you go. Question number 4. So we know that the cost of the truck was this much, $65,000. And we know that it's depreciate 22 cents every kilometer. And we need to work out the value of the truck after this many distance travel. So first of all, we need to work out the depreciation first. So the depreciations is every kilometers is depreciate 22 cents. So therefore, it's already travel 132,600 kilometers. So we just times that. That is the depreciate value. So that will give me, so just go 0.22, we just times 132600. So there you go, 29,172. $29,172. That is how much is depreciate. So now we need to work out the value after these depreciations. So we just go 65123, that is 65,000. We minus 29,172. So that should give me, so I just go 65,000, which is minus the answer. So there you go, $35,828. So $35,828. So the answer should be I. That is the value after the depreciations. Question 5. Which one represents the best value? So the easiest way to work out is we just need to work out how much it costs per liter for each option. So for I just go 46.7 divided by 24. So $1.95 per liter. So $1.95 per liter. And for B, we just work out $48.50, we divided by 25. So $1.94. $1.94 per liter. And part C, we just go 52.3 divided by 26. So $2.01 per liter. So $2.01 per liter. So for part D, we just go 54.8 divided by 27. So there you go, $2.03. $2.03 per liter. So therefore, option B is the cheapest, okay, just by 1 cent compared to option A, okay, keep that in mind. Question 6. What is the amount of GST included in the price? So we need to work out the GST. So first of all, we know that $880, that is including 10% GST. So in another word, we pay 110%. Is $880. So that's what that meant, okay? Now we need to work out the GST, that is 10%. So of course, we can just divide by 11 on both sides, that will give us 10%. But we can also work out just divided by 110, just use unitary method, okay? So I can just simply divide by 110 on both sides. So that give me 1%. And I just put on a calculator. So I just go 880 divided by 110. So $8. So $8 is for 1%. So GST, we need to pay 10%. So from here to here, we just times by 10. And this is times 10. So 8 times 10 is 80. So 80, so therefore the answer should be C. So there you go. Question 7. What is the latitude and longitude of CDB? So first of all, we know that CDB is 72 degrees north of A, where A is 34 degrees south. So let me just draw the diagram out first. So that is 0 degrees. A is 34 south. So this is A here. So this is 34 degrees. And we know that B is 72 degrees north of A. So B is somewhere there. And we know that from here to here is 34 degrees. And we know that is 72 degrees altogether. So what I do, I just go 72 minus 34. So 70 minus 34, which is the 70 minus 30 is 40. 40 minus 4, give me 36. We add another 2, so 38. So this is 38 here. So from here to here is 72 degrees, if you like. So therefore, the answer either this or this. Okay, keep that in mind. And we also know that B is on the 25 degrees west of A. So this is A here. Okay, so that is 151 degrees east. And B is 25 degrees west of A. So we just go B here. So that means 151 minus 25. So 151 minus 25 will give me 150 minus 25 is 125. So that give me 126. So therefore, B is 38 degrees north and 126 degrees east. So that should be C. So that is the answer. Question 8. So we need to work out the probability, that is the score 7 or more when the two score add together. So that's what that meant. Okay, so the table is partially complete. So let me just complete the table first. So this is spinner 4. We add the die, that is 1, so give me 5. And similarly, 4 plus 2, give me 7 here. And 3 plus 1, give me 4. And 4 plus 3 is 7. And 1 plus 4 is 5. 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 plus 4 is 8. And let me just quickly complete this first. So 5 plus 1 is 6. 2 plus 5 is 7. 3 plus 5 is 8. 4 plus 5 is 9. And 1 plus 6, it gives me 7. 2 plus 6 is 8. 3 plus 6 is 9. And 4 plus 6 is 10. And we need to find out the probability that the score from 7 onward, okay, 7 or more if you wish. So these are the one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the probability will give me 10 out of, so altogether we have 4 for spinner and 6 for the die. So 4 times 6 is 24. So which is out 24. And if I half that, give me 5. And half of 24 is 12. So the answer should be D. So there you go. Question number 9. What are the lower and upper bounds for the area of the rectangle? So we know that the unit of measurement is nearer to centimeters. So let me just work out lower bound first, okay? So therefore, the absolute area is plus or minus a half of 1 centimeters because it's nearer to centimeters. So that will become plus or minus 0.5 centimeters. So we have a rectangle here. Let me just quickly draw it out. And the lower bound, we just work out the lower bound only. Then we work out the upper bound after that, okay? Now we have 8 minus 0.5 is 7.5 here, centimeters. And for the width is 5 centimeters. We minus 0.5, 4.5 centimeters. So the area is 7.5 times 4.5. So let me just work it out. So I just go 7.5 with times 4.5. So 33.75. So 33.75 square centimeters for the lower bound. Of course, we can work out upper bounds as well. But because of multiple choice, let's see if we got the answer already. So this is lower bound is 28 square centimeters. For A, we can't have that. And for B, 36 square centimeters. So that is wrong. And for C is 38.25 square centimeters. That's wrong. So the only option now is D. So we can stop here because it's multiple choice. Otherwise, we need to work out the area for the rectangle for upper bounds as well. Okay, keep that in mind. Question number 10. So we need to work out the expressions for the future value for compound interest. So we know that the present values is 25,000. So let me just write out the formula first. The future value is the present value 1 plus R power n. Okay, this is for compound interest. And we know that the present value is 25,000. And we go 1 plus. Now the interest rate is 8% per year. But the thing is, it compounds quarterly. So R must divide by 4 because 8% and it pays us quarterly. So we have to divide by 4. So therefore R is 2%. So that is 2 over 100. And for n, because 1 year it compounds 4 times. So 6 years, so 6 times 4 is 24. So altogether compound 24 times. So there you go. So if we use calculator, work this out, because we do not need to work it out. So we just go 1 plus 2 over 100 should give me 1.02. So that will give me 25000 times 1.02 and power of 24. So the answer should be A here. So that's the answer. Question 11. So first of all, we know that there are 150 jelly beans. And the ratio of red to blue is this, 2 to 3. Let me just write this down. So the red jelly bean to the blue jelly bean is 2 to 3. So in another word, there are 5 parts altogether. So we know the total of jelly beans is 150. So we can work out the red jelly bean. That is 150 we times by 2/5. So 150 divided by 5 is 30, and you times 2, give me 60. Otherwise, you can just put on a calculator. So that means the red jelly beans are 60. And then for blue jelly beans is we can go 150 minus 60. Or you can work out 3/5 of 150. So that should give me 90. So there you go. But then Sophie eats 10 of each color. So we remove 10. So that becomes 50 jelly beans for red color. And for blue, 80 jelly beans left. So that's it. So now we can just simplify this ratio. So you can put that on a calculator. Otherwise, you can just divide by 10 on both sides. So that is 5 to 8. Otherwise, you can just go 50 over 80. So there you go, 5 to 8. So the answer should be C. So there you go. So C. Question 12. So we need to find the value of D. That is the depth of the pipe. So therefore, D is here. Let me just draw it on here. So this is D. But we know that the radius of this circle is 12.5. So in another word, this is 12.5 as well. So that means we can label this as X. So we can find out X plus D will give me 12.5. Correct? So in another word, D is equal to 12.5 minus X. And we can work out X value by using Pythagoras theorem. So we know that 20 from here to here. So therefore, that means this is 10 here. Okay? So to work out X, so go X squared, which is equal to 125 squared minus 10 squared. Because this is the hypotenuse, that is the longest length. Okay? So we minus to find the shorter length. So I can just square root this. I just do it fast because it's multiple choice. So that will give me 12.5 squared. We minus 10 squared equal. So I just square root this. Square root. I press the answer. So it's 7.5. So X is 7.5. So therefore, D is equal to 12.5 minus 7.5. So 12 minus 7, 10 minus 7 is 3, add another 2 is 5. So therefore 5 centimeters, that is D. So the answer is B. So there you go. Question 13. An item is discounted by 30% and then a further discount of 20% is applied to the reduced price. What is the total percentage discount? So let me just make the item that is $100. That is the price. Okay, $100. That is before discount. So if we get a discount of 30%, so we only pay for 70% because it's altogether is 100%. Okay, so the price after 30% discount. So that is 70%. So therefore, These two cancel out. So that will give me $70. So that is the price after 30% discount. Now we have further 20% discount. So in another word, we just need to pay 80% of $70 because we need to pay 80% because of 20% discount. Okay, so that is 70 times 80%. Of course, we can just put on a calculator. Otherwise, I can just these two zero cancel out. So that is $56. So therefore, we know that from $100 and reduce to $56. So we need to work out the total percentage discount. So we know that the discount will be $100. So we minus $56. That is $44 discount. And to work out percentage, we just go 44. That is the discount over the original price. That is 100. And we times by 100%. Because we need to work out percentage. So this cancel with this, give me 1. So that is 44%. So that is B, the answer. So there you go. Question 14. Which of the following statements is correct? So we know that this cut capacity is 30 units. So we have to go through each statement. So which one is correct? So part A, the maximum flow is 30. So we know that even though this cut is 30, doesn't mean its maximum will flow through be 30. Because this 15, imagine if this is 30, so this can be like 10 and this can be 17, right? So this means that this can be 1, that is 28, and 2. So it's still cut 30. So therefore, the maximum is not 30, okay? So this is wrong because this can only go up to 15 and this can go up to only 3. So keep that in mind. So therefore, the first statement is wrong. And the second statement, the maximum flow is 35. So therefore, it is impossible because we know that the maximum possible is 30 or less, cannot be more than 30. So therefore, the answer is B is wrong. Part C, the maximum flow is 30 or less. So it's true, okay? It can be maximum, can be 30 or less. Because imagine this is 30. We have, let's say we have 20 here. This is 2 and this is 3 and this is 5. So therefore, this maximum flow here can only have 15. Remember that. And this is 8 out of 20. So therefore, the flowing capacity for this is 15 plus 8. So therefore, less than 30, right? So therefore, the answer should be C so far. So let's have a look at D. The maximum flow is 30 or more. So it's impossible because we know the cut is already 30. So can only be 30 or less. Okay, keep that in mind. So the answer should be C. Last one. Ashan's mathematics class need to complete 6 tests, each worth 100 marks. So we know that 6 tests altogether. After completing the first 5 tests, Ashan calculated that he would need a mark of 90 in the final test in order to have a mean of 80 for the 6 tests. So we need to know that for 6 tests, the mean is 80. So therefore, the total for 6 tests is, we can just go 6 times 80 or 80 times 6. So 8 times 6 is 48. So 480, right? That is the total marks for 6 tests. That's what Ashan needs. And we know that for final test, that is the 6th test, he needs 90 marks. So in another word, the 6th test is 90. So therefore, we need to work out the average for the first 5 tests. And we know that the first 5 tests is 480. That is for 6 tests. And we minus the 6 tests. So 480 minus 90. So 80 minus 80 is 0. 400 minus 10 is 390. That is for the first 5 tests, okay? And we need to find the average of first 5 tests, which is divided by 5. So we just go 390, we just divide by 5 because we need to work out the average of the 5 tests. So if you put on a calculator, that should give me 78. So therefore, the answer should be A. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.